só na vida que a vida.
Hi guys, my name is Jenna. If you guys are new here, welcome back to my channel and welcome to our August Plan With Me video. I am so excited to film this designated Plan With Me video because last month, for our monthly goals at least, which is the focus of this video, I did it in the middle of a vlog because it was like way after the fact, and I filmed a whole separate checking in on 2023 goals, mid-year goals check-in, touch base, regroup video. So make sure you guys check out those two videos. I'll link them in the description box. But welcome back. I film these once a month to go through how I am personally, intentionally trying to grow every single month. We can get to the end of the year and think about how much we've grown as a person. And I'm actually really happy because I feel like, and I know I say this in every single video, but I really feel like planning and setting out my goals and making them as realistic to myself as possible has really helped me grow so much as a person this year. So I'm very excited to get back into these monthly goals with you guys, have a whole separate video about my planning setup, and I do have a couple of updates too. So we are going to talk about all things Notion, all things planner, all things Google Calendar, because I'm finally on Google Calendar for the first time in my life. I actually feel really good about all of it. How about we just get started with our Notion, because I know that's what you guys like to see the most. But I will say that I'm not going to talk about yearly goals in this video just because I have a whole separate video checking in on every single aspect of our yearly goals, which is a separate Notion page. So this month's video is going to be focused on monthly goals and just kind of going over with you guys what my planning setup is, because we did add Google Calendar, and I'm going to show you guys the planner theme for August. It's so cute. I think it's like top 2. I think that's everything. Okay, well, if you guys want to plan with me and look at next month ahead, then let's just go ahead and get started. Okay guys, this is our Notion page. You guys know that this template is available to you guys. It's very user-friendly, beginner-friendly, user-friendly, functional, aesthetically pleasing, minimal. It's everything that I want because I made this. This template is really good because I feel like I don't want to overdo it with digital planning because I have so many other areas where I do plan in my life. Usually on a month-to-month basis, I'm really just in my yearly goals. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to be in our monthly goals and reflections sheet. And I would say this is probably like a top 3 page that I look at the most. I know I have a lot of pages on my Notion, but I'm really only on 80/20 lifestyle or monthly goals the most, or YouTube posting days actually, but those are like my top 3 pages. This Notion template is very easy. It's not too overwhelming or anything. Yeah, shameless plug for the Notion template, of course, but let's go skip August because we're not there yet. Let's go back on our archive and look at all of our monthly goals for July. I kept it very simple, as you guys know, because I really wanted July to be just like more a enjoy the moment, like let summer be summer month. And I feel like it was good in one way and detrimental in another way, because this is similar to how I felt basically for all of last year. I like didn't have many goals and I just wanted to like let life be as it was. And I just felt like totally out of control. I felt very shambly. I felt like other things in my life were taking over control of like what I wanted or what my reactions or responses were, that I just felt like stressed. And so I feel like honestly, July was a little bit stressful because I was very lenient on my goals. I basically just told myself to buy a camera and I was like, okay, I did all of my goals, but let's just look at everything in the meantime. Career, YouTube/corporate. So all of my goals were really mainly YouTube focused. I didn't really have any corporate goals in July. I got new equipment for my channel and I did choose a lens to keep. If you guys have been following along and if anyone really cares, I did choose to keep the 11mm f1.8 lens instead of the zoom lens. I actually returned the zoom lens already, so I don't have it anymore. I'm very happy with my decision, you guys. I think that this is just a really good lens and I think I can still get B-roll with the 11mm. I can just like bring the camera closer and it's just a much better lens for filming at any light, any time. It's just like a really good lens and it's actually a little bit more compact too. So I went with the 11mm lens and I'm very happy. So yes, we did get new equipment for my channel. Get business bank account up to date and my credit card. This is definitely something that I did in July. I actually think I did it in the very beginning of July, just making sure that my business bank account was fully up to date, that there was like nothing going wrong, and that my credit card was also like fully linked with automatic payments and stuff like that. I just really wanted to get those administrative things in order. Just because adding a business bank account and business credit card has added like a layer of I guess just complications or an extra layer of complexity to my finances. So I totally get now why so many creators kind of talk about how they manage their finances, because it's not very simple. So I don't really think I'm gonna make any financial content, honestly, but I just wanted to get my bank account and credit card all set up and up to date. So did that. But sadly, I did not release my summer collection of JH Collective. Like I said, you guys, I just feel like, honestly, I was away, like not in my apartment for every single weekend of July up until this very, very last weekend. So that just kind of goes to show that I was not here a lot. I didn't really have much free time to work on me. I had a lot of free time to be with other people this month. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. It's something that's a little bit less out of my control, but things that I don't really regret because I got to spend time with people. My mom went to Korea. I went to a family conference in Cambridge, Maryland. I had like a whole separate like surprise birthday party for Thomas and stuff. I even went to Boston in July. So I think July was just a summer month, but I was not able to do my business thing that I really wanted to, which was release my collection. But I do have everything all decided. It's really just, I need to set the time aside to take content for the website so that I can get everything up and running for you guys. But it's still there, and I'm not gonna make it really like too limited edition. It'll be available for you guys to have whenever. So I promise I will get that up for you guys in August. It's really gonna be a high priority, and I really wanna do that like in the beginning of August, if anything. No, we did not do that in July. And then 80/20, I really just told myself, plan my meals before every single week, and I think I did do that. It's pretty simple for the most part, and it really doesn't take that much time. Personal, I was supposed to do an apartment purge with Thomas, but we just kind of never got around to it, and I think that's fine. It's not really like too high priority. It was just something that, it was just a goal that would be like nice to be done if we did have time, but it's totally okay. But we did tour apartments. We have around like 5 different apartment tours filmed, which I'm gonna put in a whole separate apartment hunting video. It just takes a lot of time, and I'm sure you guys know, to find times to tour apartments outside of your job and during the work week, because if it's after work, cuts into dinner, and then like my whole night routine is just kind of like shot. But then if I do it during work, then I have to get off later after work and just all these things. So it's honestly really hard, I think, to plan a lot of tours back to back to back. But I think we got the bulk of it done in July. So I'm really glad that that was definitely a really big focus of like, where the heck are we even thinking about living in September when we don't renew this apartment? That's everything for July. Now let's go back and look at what our goals are for August. So like I said, I don't really like that I didn't really make any goals in July. I just think that I know what kind of goals I need, and I didn't really do any of them in July. So in August, this might look like a lot, but I think I can do it. And I think I just honestly want to get back to feeling like my productive, most, I guess, like me self. So month of August, career. I really want to continue to grow in color grading. This is something that I've been testing out a lot in my last couple of videos. I'm sure if you guys have been watching consecutively, the colors have kind of been a little bit everywhere, but I've been trying to just learn the art of color grading manually and not use any presets or anything. There were presets that I was using before that I got free from a YouTube video. I'll link that video in the description box, which was a really good way for me to introduce myself to color grading in general. But in the last couple of like maybe 2 weeks, I've been really experimenting a lot with like manual color grading. So that's something that I really want to continue to grow in the month of August and hopefully solidify a better branding, color grading aesthetic for my channel. So that's one thing. PTO week. I am going on PTO for around 7 days. I think 7 full days. I think it's 5 business days. In the beginning of August, Thomas and I and a bunch of friends are going to Lollapalooza Festival. Immediately after that, I'm going on a solo trip to go to California for a wedding. So I'm just taking a whole week off, and I'm telling myself, just enjoy traveling, don't stress out too much, and don't check my freaking email. And like, if that can be my big goal for August, then I'll be pretty happy with it, because I just want to make sure I'm actually off and taking that time away from work during my PTO. Next, I have learned more about the Sony ZV-E10. So as you guys know, this is the new camera that I bought for my channel, and I just really want to learn more about how to use it, specifically what my settings are supposed to be for when I film. I've very recently, as of like 2 days ago, I think I'm going to start filming in 4K, but I just really want to make sure that the file sizes aren't too big, and I just really want to learn more about shooting in the right settings and stuff, and just testing all that out, and then continuing to learn about how to use more manual features of my lens and like the lighting situations and stuff. So I want to learn more about the Sony ZV-E10 in August. And then lastly, again, summer JH Collective collection. I promise I will launch that for you guys in August. If I don't, then I will punish myself somehow. But I'll just be really disappointed if I don't do that in the month of August, and I'm really expecting myself to. It's like a very, very high priority intention and plan for career. Next, 80/20. So I'm ramping it back up. I actually think I've been pretty consistent in the month of July considering how busy it was, but we are half marathon training, you guys. Thomas and I signed up for a half marathon in September. It's the DC half. It has like really cool, colorful neon branding, and you guys know I've still been doing my long runs every single week, and I just genuinely love running so much. So we're gonna put half marathon training on there. I want to be a little bit more intentional about the miles that I put in and the training that I put in and the sleep that I'm getting for half marathon training, because it's literally September and that's like really soon. And so my second goal, it's kind of related to the half marathon training. I want to go to Orange Theory twice a week and make sure to do one long run a week. And I really want to make sure for the long run to increase maybe by 1 or so mile every single week I do that long run. It just will help a lot with my training, and they'll help me feel more prepared for the half marathon. But I cannot believe I'm doing 2 half marathons in 2023. That just like makes me so happy. And I do think that Orange Theory is a way that I've been able to get a lot faster just naturally while training for the half marathons and stuff. So I'm really excited to continue that, and that's my big focus for August there. And then lastly, weekly meal planning every week. I'm almost ready to just take this off of my goals, but it is something that's new in 2023. So I just kind of want to prove to myself and document that I have been doing it every single week. And it's something that literally takes 5 minutes. It also prepares you to go to the grocery store. And I don't know, I just really like weekly meal planning. So that's definitely another thing I want to keep up in August. Personal goals, read 1 book. I have a book on my bookshelf. Where is it? Oh, it's actually on my nightstand, but you guys saw it. A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's actually a series, and it's a fantasy series. I've never read fantasy before, and I was supposed to read that in July. I'm so bad, but I need to read it in August, and I actually think I'll like it because a lot of you guys responded to my story and my videos when you saw me start it that it's really, really good. I feel like I just haven't given myself the time or that book a chance to really like dive into it. So I want to make sure I read that in August because I have a feeling I'll enjoy it. Journal 1 to 2 times minimum. You guys will see when I show you the bullet journal, but you guys, I like have not journaled at all in July, and that's not good. I need to pick it back up. I don't know why it's so hard for me. I feel like when I get out of like journaling, I get into like a journaling rut almost. It's just really hard for me to pick up the pen and paper and write everything that's on my mind, because I feel like I need to almost like update my journal with everything that's been going on since I last wrote, which is really not the case. I feel like that's just putting a lot of pressure on myself, which I don't need to do. I just want to journal, just let anything out in the moment 1 to 2 times this month, and I'll be really happy with myself because I genuinely do feel a mental health difference when I journal. Just it helps me feel like I can get all of my thoughts out on paper and kind of like release those feelings. Hang out with someone I haven't seen in a while. That is a new goal, and I've never made that type of goal, I think, before on my monthly goals for my plan with me's, but I just really want to, I don't know, I want to see someone new this month. I feel like at this point I have a lot of my like close friends that are like states away, so I feel like it's a good opportunity for me to reach out to someone that is still close by that maybe I'm not extremely close with, but somebody that I could connect with and hang with and get to know a little bit better. So that's definitely outside my comfort zone, but I just want to reach out to someone I haven't seen in a while and hang out with them in August. Lastly, for my personal goals, finalize my apartment situation and just like where we're living. I feel like I've been talking about it a lot, but I've even been thinking about it far longer than I've been talking about it on my channel. So I just really want to finalize everything in August, which I think we have to anyways because this lease is up in September. So we've just got to figure it all out. Don't worry, you guys will see the moving content. I don't know how intense it will be because I feel like last year it was a lot of moving content, staying up really late, and it's actually like really exhausting filming the moving process because you're also actually living it while editing it and filming it. It's just a lot, but I do really love filming it and doing it just in general. So more or less, yes, you guys will see moving content, and that will be in September. And those are all of my goals. Again, I'll give you guys just like a little overview of my yearly goals. This is all stuff that I've already gone through with you in a separate video. Something else I want to go to that I usually do in my monthly plan with me is I usually have this calendar feature, and I did fill it out, I think, for July, just truthfully, I like don't really look at this kind of that much at all during the month. So Thomas and I started using Google Calendar because I really just wanted to get a better sense of what his school schedule was like and my personal schedule. Here's just one example of what Google Calendar looks like for us on a week-to-week basis, and I'm just gonna blur stuff out where I can because obviously this is like me and Thomas's like personal lives. None of it's really all that confidential. This is just something that's really been helping me and Thomas plan out our events, upcoming school exams and everything, and then me just my random plans of when I'm going for a long run or when I'm going to have coffee at my friend's house this morning. Just stuff like that, and like appointments and things. It's really just more helpful because we have Beast now, so we just want to be a little bit more in line with what our plans are for each other, not just ourselves. And Google Calendar is honestly just a really good way, I think, to do that. I don't know why I did not hop on the Google Calendar bandwagon before. But I watched Brianna Trainer's video where she was talking about how she uses Google Calendar to plan her whole entire life, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think I need to do that. That was the video that I was like, man, I really need to do that. So I'm gonna link her channel and that video down below, because if you need inspiration for Google Calendar, you should check out that video. She's like amazing. Yeah, that's what we're doing for our calendars. I'm not going to show you any more than just this 1 week layout just for the sake of privacy and everything, but we do have a calendar for my personal plans, my YouTube stuff. Like now my YouTube posting schedule is also in my Google Calendar, but I still keep it in Notion too. I'll show you guys. And then other calendars for Thomas personal things and Thomas school things. So that's Google Calendar. Let me know what you guys think. I chose a cute little pastel color scheme. And then lastly for Notion, I'm going to show you guys my YouTube posting dates because I still really like doing this on my Notion template. It's just, I think, easy for me to read and see, but here are little things that I've planned out for the month of August. Work to live diaries, adjusting to 9 to 5 life. I want to do a separate video of just specifically tips for transitioning your lifestyle over from after college to 9 to 5 life, because I got a couple of comments that some of you guys are struggling transitioning over. So I really want to help and I have some tips for you. So I'm going to film that video for you guys. And then I actually booked a no video day too in August because that's when I'll be traveling. So I think just preparing that ahead of time will just reduce my stress a lot more. How I edit, that's coming up. A travel vlog of when I go to California because we are going with a friend that you guys know. And then more work to live diaries, apartment hunting vlog. It'll be all really good, and planning out my content especially has really helped. This helps me feel more in control of my life and all of my high priorities, because I feel like every single priority I have is high priority. So planning stuff out, preparing myself for success. Again, you guys hear me say this like every single month, but I truly believe it. And it's July/August now, so I hope you guys know that it's working. Okay, well that's everything for Notion. I'm going to end the screen recording here. And I showed you guys Google Calendar. I didn't mean to do that in the middle of that screen recording, but I just had to show you guys. Lastly, let me show you guys my bullet journal. You guys know how much I love this Amanda Rachley planner, bullet journal, coloring book. Like, this is just everything. First of all, here was last month. So pretty, picnic theme. I don't even think I showed you guys. Beautiful finished habit and mood trackers. These are so pretty. I loved the picnic theme. It was the first theme that I did like not in a color scheme. I just actually colored it like it was a picture, and I think it's just so pretty. But what I started doing on these blank pages that they give you in every single month, I just started printing out photos from my HP sprocket. They printed kind of weird. I think they printed pretty blue for some reason when in June they didn't look like that. So I don't know, something's wrong with my, I think I chose the wrong film or something, or maybe my HP sprocket is too old. But here's some photos. Let me show you guys the reveal of August. Okay, oh my God, you guys. Look at this theme. Isn't this literally the most fun theme you've ever seen? I think so. I colored this all in yesterday. I'm pretty sure when Amanda Rachley did this, because these are all of her designs, this was inspired by Olivia Rodrigo's Sour album. I just am obsessed with like the neon colors, the stickers, the magazine letters. It's, oh my God, it's so pretty. Then the weekly plans also look really cool because the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the days of the week are in that same layout, which I feel like this is just the most fun I've ever seen it for. The weekly layout. It's so pretty. I love it. Let me know what you guys think. What is your favorite theme so far? Because I think that might be my new favorite theme. It used to be April before, and I still think this is like a top 2 theme. I just don't know why the neon colors are really speaking to me in August. I think this is just so freaking stunning and I love it. I'm obsessed. This is my journal. Nothing really to show you, but I do always have it here. And that's everything for this plan with me video. I hope you guys enjoyed this and I hope you guys feel more inspired to plan your months out. You can plan whenever you want. It doesn't have to be at the end of the month, beginning of the month. It can be literally whenever if you just want to feel like you have a little bit more control of the things in your life. Just plan it out, write it down, put it on your computer somehow or something, and you guys will feel so much better, I promise. I feel like you guys can see it in my videos this year that I'm genuinely just, I feel like so much happier, a lot more easygoing, a lot less stressed. And I feel like my planning system has really just helped me so much in feeling that way. So if that's not your sign to try this, then I don't know what is. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I've got to go pick up my vlog now because I'm filming a whole week in my life. So I will see you guys very soon. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. I post new videos every Tuesdays and Fridays. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video, but until then, miss you already.